Look, I'm not ashamed to admit it, I have, on occasion in the past, been, how to put this, differently good at video games. Okay, an illustrative clip. Cool. Got a lot of these to hand, huh? Alright, that's enough. If these perfectly reasonable missteps resemble your own playstyle, you might have found yourself opting for an easier difficulty setting, or, much worse, the game offering you one, which is a sure sign that you're really effing things up. Usually we'd say that there's no shame in playing on a lower difficulty setting, sometimes it's more fun, it's good for accessibility reasons, and people should feel free to play games however they want. But it's hard to keep that in mind when the game itself is roasting us senseless for being a stupid baby. Just consider these embarrassing easy modes that made our lives easier on the one hand, and on the other hand, shamed us for using them. Imagine! Enjoy, and beware spoilers ahead for the following games.
That's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is a game that contains multitudes. For example, this is a game in which you are forced to execute your comrades who are infected with a fatal transmissible disease, and then give a rousing speech about their loss and sacrifice while you wipe their ashes on your face. And at the same time, also a game in which you can trick soldiers with a picture of a sexy lady on a cardboard box and punch them out with your rocket-powered robot arm. Something for everybody. If you find yourself struggling with Metal Gear Solid 5's tactical espionage action, however, you might find yourself less enamoured of the way the game deals with dynamic difficulty scaling, by making you wear a big old chicken hat. If you die 3 times in quick succession while playing Metal Gear Solid 5, the game will ask you, somewhat patronisingly, if you'd like to wear the chicken hat.
Snake? Snake!
Agree to these somewhat humiliating terms, and Snake will now be wearing a cute new bit of headgear that makes him look like he's starring in a gritty Billy Hatcher reboot.
Activating stealth assist.
Although it's embarrassing to wear, the chicken hat is useful in that it lets you get away with being spotted by the enemy 3 times without them raising the alarm. After 3 times though, even the chicken gets fed up with how useless you are and you're on your own.
Deactivating stealth assist.
If you need even more help than this, there is an even more helpful, even more humiliating hat that you can unlock by f***ing up enough times while wearing the chicken hat. Called the Lil Chick Hat, this is an even more adorable hat featuring a just-hatched chick, shell and all. And when donned, it makes you totally invisible to all enemies, although they can still hear you, so you can have fun running around spooking people as well.
You're pretty good. Kept you waiting. You're pretty good.
Does this still count as tactical espionage action? I don't even know anymore.
Despite their colourful, fun, kid-friendly presentation, these Super Mario games can be quite hard to get to grips with. Like, how does he get any plumbing done when he spends so much time in the Mushroom Kingdom? Why is he always playing golf with the guy who constantly kidnaps his girlfriend? Do Goombas feel pain? Oh, also they can be hard to play sometimes. Usually, however, mastery of Mario levels is a result of a long process of trial and error, where you learn the level's little idiosyncrasies and work towards that perfect run where everything goes right. In Super Mario 3D World, however, it was clear that the Mario series had lost patience for all that, and you were going to finish these levels, or else. If you die 5 times on a level you haven't yet finished, then when you restart you might notice a new item block at the start. This is the point at which most gamers will be asking themselves, oh come on, surely I wasn't doing that badly, because inside this block is the Invincibility leaf, which decks you out in a white Tanuki suit and, crucially, makes you impervious to all damage. This Invincibility leaf also appeared in Super Mario Land 3D with an added assist. If this still wasn't enough help, a P-Wing would appear at the start of the level, which would just warp you to the end flag, so you could stop wasting everyone's time. The only way this could be any more embarrassing is if they had, I don't know, Luigi play the level for you. Like they did in New Super Mario Bros. On the Wii.
Ouija time!
At least in the white Tanuki suit, I had some dignity.
The 2011 indie hit, the dishwasher Vampire Smile, contains no dishwashing and regrettably few actual vampires, but what it does have in spades is gory side-scrolling beat-em-up thrills, if only you could stay alive long enough to see them. On account of how Vampire Smile's difficulty curve is less a curve and more a vertical incline made slick with blood, sooner or later you will be stopped in your tracks and die. So it goes in video games, you think, gathering yourself up and storming back into the fight. I won't make that mistake again, whatever it was. Kill me once, shame on you. Kill me twice, shame on me. Oh. Then, as the old saying continues, in case you've never heard the full thing, kill me 3 times, shame on you again. Kill me 4 times and it's back to shame on me, because at the point where you've died 4 times in the same spot, you will get an achievement named Game Reviewers Will Be Pleased. If you're a game reviewer, look out, because you just got burned. The achievement refers to how you've just unlocked a new special, easier than easy mode, by the name of Pretty Princess. Now, there have been some pretty badass princesses, as their highnesses Elsa, Leia and Lumpy Space can attest. But with this mode, what the dishwasher Vampire Smile appears to be saying is, you're a soft little baby gamer who needs to be coddled with a setting where you take less damage, deal more damage, and the world is pink and purple. Whatever you say, dishwasher, but what's for sure is now your game looks like it's been at the Instagram filters, in a way that will perpetually remind you that your subsequent success is as tainted as it is covered in hearts, and also still gore. Hey, pro tip, play this mode on Valentine's Day and you can pretend it's a special seasonal event. And you're really good at the dishwasher Vampire Smile.
2009 Xbox Live arcade game Splosion Man is about a man made entirely of explosions who must explode his way out of the explosion laboratory he was created in through use of, let me just check my notes here, exploration. Wait, I mean explosions. For all its wacky explosions and meat and songs, Splosion Man is a deceptively tricky platformer, and as such you might find yourself dying a lot. So much, in fact, that the game may take notice and offer you what it calls the Way of the Coward. This lets you skip the level you're having trouble with, but at a terrible cost. It makes you wear a pink tutu for the next level. I don't know, maybe in 2009 this was seen as a humiliating and terrible punishment for the player, but here in 2022, I think we're a lot more receptive to Splosion Man making a statement about the growing fluidity of modern masculinity through his fashion choices. Take notes, Harry Styles.
Punch-Out on the Wii tells the inspirational story of Little Mac, a small boxer who rises through the ranks of the professional circuit by fighting colourful characters, like King Hippo, Super Macho Man, and Donkey Kong. Okay.
TKO!
Or at least it's supposed to. If you're terrible at boxing, it actually tells the story of Little Mac, a small boxer who keeps getting his head punched in by much larger, much more skilled opponents, which isn't really the sort of inspirational story you want to build a video game around. Luckily for you, Punch-Out has a trick up its sleeve to help its less skilled players. Unluckily for you, it's a bit of deeply dorky headwear that makes it painfully obvious to anyone watching that you're very bad at Punch-Out. Lose 100 matches in the game's career mode, and you'll receive a message letting you know that the WBVA Commissioner has sent you an interesting gift that they think will help you with your terrible, inadvisable boxing career. Open your gift in the game's main menu and you'll discover it's a padded boxing headguard that will reduce all the damage you receive in the game. So you will have an easier time of it in your fights, but you will look like a total noob compared to the other boxers in the game while doing so.
Night, night.
I don't know, Little Mac, might be time to consider a career change. Do they still use crash test dummies? Dude would be a natural.
Eagle 1 to tower, 1033 in progress. En route to bank.
Roger, Eagle 1. Keep your eye out for Spider-Man.
If Halloween Boy shows up, he's one dead buck.
It's a perilous business being a video game Spider-Man. Sure, you have the proportionate strength, speed, and agility of a spider, plus a spider sense to warn you of danger, and the ability to fire webbing with the tensile strength of steel cable. But on the other hand, the video game will probably forget about all that and have regular dudes smack you with guns until you die. Didn't even respect me enough to shoot me. If this proportionate ass-kicking of a spider was getting you down in 2000's Spider-Man game for the PS1, you may have been tempted to restart on a lower difficulty and picked the easiest one, called Kid Mode.
Kid mode.
Pretty good. Can we get another reading?
Kid mode.
Nearly there.
Kid mode.
That's the one. Kid Mode isn't just easy. It is, unless you literally are a 5-year-old child, insultingly easy, skipping portions of the game it reckons you can't handle, simplifying the controls for your childishly inadequate dexterity, and worst of all, if anyone else is watching, dropping additional clangingly obvious hints into Spidey's dialogue to help you solve puzzles. For example, when Spider-Man goes to a bank to foil a robbery, he discovers a gang of well-armed thugs near a large safe who have activated a bomb.
They're messing with us. Start the timer on the bomb and take out all the hostages.
This is how it goes on normal difficulty. We need to put the bomb in the safe, of course. Let's see how Spidey hints at that in Kid Mode.
I need to put the bomb in a safe place.
Don't patronize me, Spider-Man. I may be a grown man playing a 22-year-old Spider-Man game on a difficulty called Kid Mode, but... Man, I really should have come into this sentence with an exit strategy.
Before Dark Souls, there was another benchmark in video game difficulty, the Ninja Gaiden series. There was a sense of achievement to besting the many challenges that games like Ninja Gaiden Black presented to you. And as iron is sharpened by iron, so too is the will of the player sharpened by their many deaths at the hands of their enemies, for they know that once you have taken the sacred oath, it is impossible to abandon the way of the ninja. Oh, I can abandon the way of the ninja? Oh, yes please, absolutely. Die 3 times in Ninja Gaiden Black's first level and you will, after the game asks you several more times in disbelief if you're sure, unlock a new difficulty setting which is called Ninja Dog. Regrettably, this doesn't give you a badass canine companion armed with a little katana and a paw full of bone-shaped shuriken, but rather this new difficulty mode gives you more health, makes you hit much harder, gives you more items, and makes the enemies easier. If that were it, it'd be fine, but you also have to put up with Ayane roasting your unconscious body about how much you suck.
Master Ryu. Or should I say, young Ninja Ryu Hayabusa. It seems I have greatly overestimated you.
And you get given a ribbon to wear around your wrist for the rest of the game, so everyone knows what an absolute loser you are. I don't know, I think it kind of suits me.
Just do what I say, and perform your duties as competently as you can.
Never gonna hear the end of this, am I?
You must complete your task without fail.
Hey, thanks for watching this video about the embarrassing difficulty modes that games thought would be a fun thing to shame you for playing on them. I mean, why offer them as an option if you're just going to give me a hard time about a game? But what I will say though is you're a real coward if you don't click on one of these 2 videos. Why don't you put on a tutu and not watch them. Or you can be strong and brave and watch one of these two videos, like this one from Outside Xbox, this one down here from Outside Extra. And if you enjoy the work we do here on the channel, why not check out the OX Supporters Club on Patreon? There's a little clickable thing on the other side down here, so you can check that out too. So show everyone how cool and brave you are by doing any one of those things. Thanks.